June 2023 begins today. And I just want to love you right, do you right. At least from now until 10 o'clock. Here on Top of the Bridge, Up and Go. My name is Richie B. Right now at 25 minutes after 6 o'clock, it's time for WTF.
What the fact? No, if the creature never scary enough, Bridge Nation, watch our style. Apparently, there's a lizard out there. You may know, there's a lizard out there called the horned lizard, and it's actually able to shoot blood from its own eyes. Why to do that? I don't know. But anyways, the horned lizard is able to shoot blood from its own eyes up to a distance of 3 feet away. The rather bizarre.
Well, right.
Oh.
Yeah,
No, I'm
nice.
good. Better that.
It's like one of the wonders of nature.
Thankfully, it's not the wonders of Jamaica.
Right.
I can't imagine I wake up and see that.
The horned lizard. A while ago, I looked on the screen. I thought I was looking at some stones.
Exactly.
Until the lizard raised its back.
Yeah.
So,
The ability to
a
camouflage.
lizard that.
Tell you.
See
Yeah,
that?
that's an interesting one.
Where you say, you go inside and book all that Richie, I cut me a cut.
Yeah, no, man, for call him.
Put up the house for sale, right?
Yeah, man, call him. Nah, come in today.
Move from the neighborhood.
Nah, man, I left me out today. Curfew.
Oh my goodness. That is WTF. What the fact?
Yeah, get them all.
All right, Bridge Nation. Boy, I don't know. Something about that general, and no matter what I say about him just always seem to find a way to be smiling to the bank. I'm talking about Kanye West. Now, apparently he's all right. He's all right now because Adidas looking to drops the case against Kanye West after freezing his Yeezy accounts, which are worth $75 million, and they actually plan to privately settle. Now, Adidas, after secretly, winning a court order last year that froze $75 million in Yeezy bank accounts held by Kanye West, a federal judge actually lifted the order, and now the German sportswear brand is dropping their November 2022 case against the rapper and designer as they look to privately settle. As of Wednesday, March 31st, Adidas have, as I said, dropped their lawsuit against Ye, but the saga is not yet over. Reminder, they first sued Ye after certain comments following the ruling on Tuesday to unfreeze the Yeezy account. Later that evening, attorneys for Adidas and Yeezy revealed that they had come to an agreement which involved the sneaker giant voluntarily dropping the case and all parties moving forward. Hear that one here? To privately arbitrate. So Richard, this is looking good.
That's a good development indeed.
Kanye told us.
Yep, it's a very
Kanye
positive development.
Yeah,
Billionaire status.
it's on its way.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. What them they gonna do with all of the sneakers? They had to find
me.
a way. They just sit down with all of you can't sell it. So
And he's doing a lot of stuff on his own.
exactly.
Building out a nice complex next door to them in Los Angeles.
Exactly.
I mean, and I think his new wife is having a very, very positive impact on his life too. So
Yeah.
good luck, Kanye.
Big up yourself, yay.
That's good news indeed.
That's right.
Yay. Now, yesterday, of course, in Montego Bay at the Iberia Star Hotel, Reggae Sumfest was launched officially, and it, from all accounts, it went down very, very well. The excitement is in the air. The lineup has been known to you long before anybody else, as a matter of fact. The Bridge Nation got a chance to hear those commercials first, and it's a fantastic week of activities between the 16th of July and the 22nd of July. The latter two nights, the 21st and the 22nd, are the big festival nights at the Catherine Hall Entertainment Center. And remember that tickets are already on sale, going fast, real fast, from what we have been gleaning. And that's at www.reggaesumfest.com. So it's now official. The launch was yesterday evening, carried here on Bridge 99 FM, and now the world awaits that mid-July startup when one entire week,
That's right.
which is going to be designated Sumfest Week in Montego Bay, will in fact unfold. So get ready for it, plan for it, and keep in touch with us right here on the Bridge 99 FM, and you'll get all the details about Reggae Sumfest 2023. A story from overseas has to do with Tupac Shakur, and it is now official. 1 hour ago, it was announced that Tupac Shakur is to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame 26 years after the rapper's death. Although some people don't believe that he has died.
Yeah, Cuba him, man.
Yeah. So the hip-hop star will be honored with a ceremony on the prestigious Los Angeles Walkway. That should be Walkway on June 7. The Hollywood Chamber of Commerce confirmed the rapper would receive the posthumous honor recently. Shakur, whose star will be the Walk of Fame's 2,758th, was a New York-born rapper who heavily influenced hip-hop, particularly the West Coast rap scene. In fact, his sister will accept the honor on his behalf during the formal opening ceremony for the star. And a lot of people are already celebrating this development. I see many persons actually already posting it and endorsing this move.
Yeah.
Of course, in 2004, his posthumous single Ghetto Gospel, which features a sample from Elton John's Indian Sunset, reached #1 in the United Kingdom on the singles chart. And he has had many, many successes on charts all around the world. And I think this is well deserved for Tupac Shakur.
Yeah, overdue too. Yeah, a lot of persons also saying that they wish, they pushed for it while his mother was still around.
Yeah.
Because, of Tupac's relationship with his mother. But, yeah, better late than never,
Absolutely.
So good look.
Yeah, man.
R.I.P. to the legend.
Congratulations. All right, so it's now 25 minutes before the hour of 7 o'clock, and that was Update. So, let's go to the proverb of the day right now.
Pastor christening picnic first.
Say that again?
Pastor christening picnic first.
Okay, then. I don't think this has anything to do with Pastor himself. But Pastor name get called. Yeah, Pastor christening picnic first. I think when I was growing up, I used to hear him say Parson.
Parson.
Yeah.
Pastor christening picnic first. All right.
Take care of your own affairs before you attend to the affairs of others. I guess that go.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right.
So whenever you hear that proverb, that's what we're talking about. You need to take care of your own affairs before you attend to the affairs of others.
That rough on some people still, because you have some people who are super selfless out there in the world. But boy, enough for do it, because when you go help everybody else, you can't help yourself. How that look?
Trouble
and then the same people them who you go out, they go help. And when you need the help, no, what them there? Yeah, me?
Find them.
Yeah, so take care of your affairs first. Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. That's a proverb of the day. Now, the pet peeve. Are you on the pet peeve?
Yeah,
you got a pet peeve, right? Okay.
Not a pet peeve today.
So
nobody no miserable today.
That's a pet peeve.
I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, but one of the things that comes to mind, so I better not say it. It might not come across very well. It might not come across very well. So I hope that doesn't sound like a pet peeve to anyone out there. Like when them start talking, nah, finish. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But
whoopee.
Yeah. All right. Diddy's in the news, we understand.
Yeah, boy. Diddy. Sean Combs, Puff, Love, all type of name him have. But here we go on Bridge Nation. But that's our said Diddy is actually out there now looking to sue an alcohol company called Diageo for alleged racist neglect of his tequila brand called De Leon. Now here we go on. Combs recently filed a lawsuit against the UK-based alcohol company over claims that they have neglected him and his tequila brand De Leon. Diddy is also accusing Diageo of racial discrimination, alleging that the company described De Leon as a black brand and urban. Now, Diddy's LLC, Combs Wine and Spirits, filed the complaint in New York State Supreme Court in Manhattan, and reportedly Diddy is seeking a court injunction to convince Diageo to comply with their 2013 joint venture agreement. In 2007, Diddy and Diageo actually teamed up to develop the Ciroc vodka brand, which, as of course we know, has been very successful. And in 2013, they joined forces again to purchase De Leon. But Diddy claims that over the years, Diageo look like they haven't been properly marketing or investing in De Leon the same way they have been doing for other tequila lines like Don Julio or Casamigos. And for clarification, Don Julio and Casamigos are top-selling U.S. tequila brands, representing 12.1% and 12.6% of tequila sales in U.S. retail stores, while De Leon ranks 28th, representing only 0.4% of tequila sales. So what is happening is that Diddy is saying that, it's kind of strange because his tequila has repeatedly been out of stock at retailers across the country, and he suspects that this is all due to race. He actually claims that Diageo has typecasted Ciroc and De Leon, apparently deciding that they are black brands and that they should be targeted only to urban consumers. And the business mogul even said that a representative from Diageo, an executive from Diageo, whose name is Stephen Rust, Diddy's saying that he said to him that if he were Martha Stewart, his brands would be distributed to a broader audience. However, Diageo reportedly denied the allegations, and actually a company spokeswoman said, "This is a business dispute, and we are saddened that Mr. Combs has chosen to recast this matter as anything other than that. Our steadfast commitment to diversity within our company and the communities we serve is something we take very seriously." So, Diddy carry feelings?
Yeah, it obviously, and he's very smart.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get a lot of publicity out of this.
Yeah.
The brand is going to get a lot of mileage. And I don't think he's after money per se, but I think he's looking at the bigger picture.
As always.
of the brand, the brand getting out there. I mean, he's a rich guy already.
Yeah,
and he wants them to level the playing field. Why not?
Yeah, and I can understand where Diddy's coming from, and I don't really. Maybe the race thing is probably a stretch, maybe, but like in terms of the fact that they already partnered earlier with Ciroc and De Leon, with Ciroc especially, shows that these guys, both Diddy and Diageo, actually have a good relationship. Yeah. So for Diddy to just automatically, just all of a sudden say that, hey, hold on there, I don't know, push me like I want to push my thing back in the day. I will go on. You see me? So
watch me. I'm going
to
make an opportunity out of it.
Yeah, use this platform.
He must be saying, "Give me my respect."
That's it.
All right. There's a story locally that I wanted us to have a little chat about, and that has to do with Christopher Taylor. Now, we all know Christopher Taylor, the Jamaican athlete, young star athlete. He, of course, his achievements are so many. He's a Jamaican 400-meter runner. He won the 400 meters event at the 2015 World Youth Championships in athletics in California. In Cali, Colombia, actually, in a time of 45.27 seconds. That is just like one of many achievements that he has had. Now he's facing a ban. It is believed that it could be up to 4 years. Some people are saying between 2 and 4 years after being charged with anti-doping. With an anti-doping rule violation.
Oh boy!
And according to reports, this quarter-miler, Christopher Taylor, has been charged by the Athletics Integrity Unit (AIU) for violating the World Anti-Doping Agency's Anti-Doping Code, Article 2.3, after a 6-month investigation determined that young Christopher Taylor, at 23 years of age, evaded a doping test in November of 2022. These guys go through a lot, in terms of the testing. I think they have to declare exactly where they're going to be at pretty much all times. They must be accessible. And the information that I'm gleaning is that he was about to leave the island, and he was at the airport or something like that, and they wanted to do a test before he left, and they went out there, and the information that I'm picking up is like he said he could not produce urine
at the time.
Yeah. Now, what do you do if you're trying? You have a flight to catch.
That is it.
And the test needs to be done. You're an athlete. You know what the consequences could be, might be, or even will be if you miss this test. What do you do? Hop off the flight and drink a bottle of water and sit out for a few minutes and wait until you build back some urine, or just take your flight and leave. That apparently is a part of the conversation going on surrounding his name, and as it is now, there are arguments to and fro. I saw I think a coach last night who was saying, hey, like he's in Christopher's corner, but there are other views out there that he could might have sort of made the wrong choice.
Yeah,
in terms
I
of
can see
of leaving without having the test done.
Yeah, because you have to remember,
Yeah.
you know, Chris Taylor have to remember, say you're not just a regular athlete, you know, you're a
Right.
Jamaican athlete. You understand what I mean? Say, oh, them out for you, know, like when the business one nobody wants to say, oh, them out for you, know,
Yeah,
if them
but
can catch
how-
one, you know, them catch all, you know. So that's how them breathe, you know.
But honestly, Richie and Shez, that's like a catch-22 situation. I mean, you're not notified. You know, isn't my understanding is that
They can just pop
it's
up.
random. You know,
Yeah.
and what Richie was saying a while ago, that's tough.
It's tough
You
on
know,
him. Tough
you're
on him.
you're at the literally, boss. You're at the door
To lead the island.
to board, and you get a call saying that, listen, no, yo,
We need to do a test.
yeah.
Yeah,
What do you do?
but you're an athlete, and you know the implications.
Yeah, everybody.
And you want to be successful in your sport. Maybe ideally you wanna suffer the inconvenience of missing the flight in order to get the test done, rather than go ahead and cause all of these problems right now. Because
yes.
what he's looking at is the possibility of not being able to compete for, it seems, if he loses the case, so to speak, because I think by now they've actually secured an attorney who would have represented some other Jamaicans and other well-known athletes who have been in similar problems.
Right.
And but the possibility of him not being able to compete for 2 years or 4 years,
Can't catch another flight
Yeah.
for work. You get me? So, I think
honestly,
So,
that's
it
tough.
is tough.
it is
It
tough
is
on the
one of the
athletes,
fight,
and this is a side of the athlete's journey that many people don't even
That's true.
know and understand what
That's
they
true.
have to go through.
But I mean,
But they have to declare, by my understanding, where they'll be at all times, so that, because these persons who are doing the test are not giving them any notice. Like,
No.
hey, I think it's 9 o'clock now, right? I'm coming to see you at 3:30, 4 o'clock. No.
it don't work like that.
Yeah. Hey, listen, morning. I'd like to see you now. Where are you?
Pull up on your foot. Yeah, pull
All
up on your
right,
foot.
and I'm nearby. I'll see you in a few, and that's it.
Joke,
You
joke.
have to provide the blood sample and whatever, and get it done. So we're going to be watching this one.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'd hope and pray that arguments are available that
Yeah.
will see him getting letting him off the hook, if that is the way the law works, or at least a minimum sentence. But we definitely would love to see Christopher Taylor back on the track.
A start up,
You know
man.
what I mean?
It's a tough one because I'm over here thinking now, if he was on the plane and got that call, meaning that the plane about to,
A different argument, that.
you know,
Different
It
argument.
doesn't even matter. He's at the airport. He hasn't lifted off.
Yeah, that's the biggest
In
part.
the
If
pan-
they on the land same way,
Yeah,
and
so-
you go say, well, you can't produce. You know,
Yeah,
I
man.
don't know if I can produce because, plus the
Get a bottle of water.
Nah, you better chug.
Sit in and hold it until you can flow.
I don't. It's tough odds.
I mean, I don't know.
It's rough. I'm not gonna lie, with all of that.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's a difficult context to be in, but
Trust
boy, life of an athlete.
Yeah, I remember watching that young man when he was at Calabar, man, and some of
Make
those
me
races
nervous.
that he as a Casey man,
What?
right?
Say Christopher Taylor up on the chat, man. We just stir
Yeah.
my back. Come
Yeah,
just say
man.
I hate this, you know.
Yeah.
That makes sense much I race.
Trust me.
I hate that. But
He
boy,
came,
bad,
he
man.
came, and he made a big mark. And I think that he has so much potential.
Yeah, man.
Look at him, under 23,
Star.
Yeah, so we really would love for him to be back on the track. We're hoping and praying that he will be. All right, it's now 12 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. This is Top of the Bridge, up and go. Robo Ranks.
Yes.
I am not responsible for anything that I'm saying right now because
your studio.
DJ Audley has been a smoker going up
Look at
there.
the screen. Look at the screen. Oh, screen. Look at the screen.
I won't leave a smoke.
I've been watching the smoke for the last 30 seconds, and I'm thinking, is that Shells really with the grabber? Is he really doing something here in the studio? Woo! It's the effect, man. It's the effect.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
effect.
man.
Morning.
4 weed tunes and I'm out of it, man. Trust me. Where am I at? What's my name? Can somebody help me, please?
Well, yo.
Sorry, and that's not bad manners.
No, sir.
Telling you.
We're just acting the part. What
Yeah.
Robo?
We are here, my brother. It's nice for us here in the. I know it's morning for you, but here in the afternoon, a relaxing Thursday afternoon to hear those songs. Once upon a time, Richie,
Yeah.
as you would know, those songs were never able to
No,
play
sir.
on radio.
Nope.
You couldn't play them. I remember one day trying to play Barrington Levy After me, stand up on the bun me ganja pie.
Under me
And a
sense.
BBC executive
Yeah.
called me
Wow.
over hot coals and he said to me, "We don't promote drugs here."
Hold on.
After going downstairs to Radio 1 and seeing cocaine all over the table.
What?
I was like, yeah, I mean, the DJs on Radio 1 were reckless. It was a national music station, and obviously DJs did more than just a hot cup of coffee to get them started on a day's work.
Boy.
I always remember that, and I was like, what? Barrington Levy, something I grew up listening to all my life. I never knew that song I didn't know that song as a song promoting illegal use of drugs at the time. And I remember that first chilling encounter with a radio exec, and I just knew music was a different
But
place.
what is interesting,
them
Robo?
and us.
Yeah, what is interesting is that I had almost the exact same experience. The song in the background is Luciano with Legalize It. You remember he did a cover of Peter Tosh's original. And I played this on afternoon radio. And I got a call from the program's director back then. And I remember the conversation went something like this. Mr. Burgess, I didn't know that we were promoting weed here. I said, sir, are you telling me that we can't play this on the radio? He says, no. You remember that song? Yeah? So things have really changed when we get a chance now to play some Richie Spice and Charlie Black and
We can play the most songs about alcohol all day,
All day,
drinking
all
day,
day.
and then
Or weed.
This was, but times have definitely
Big
changed
time.
and moved on. And it sounded really good in the afternoon. Play some more. Play some more. Can you play some
Robo, listen to this.
more?
Him have something in it.
Listen to this.
Shouts to all the farmers and agricultural workers. You know.
I know. Are you talking about people in St. Anne, Westmoreland, Portland? Where?
I got to bless up Senti, man. I know what Shells Avenues, and that's from Senti. Man.
Yeah, man. Nothing but the greens, you know. Good greens. Best from West.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to declare your hands, Shells?
Yes, a good answer.
I just remembered, Shells, you're all over the UK and you're on camera.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. So let's remind ourselves.
Yeah.
We have responsibilities.
That's
also.
right.
Next thing we hear, wow, wow, wow. Is there a gentleman by the name of Shells in there? Please have him step outside.
He just left.
on national radio.
Oh my
But
goodness.
you showed your hand, Shells. You're all right. Don't worry about it.
That's a good actor.
You showed your
That's a
hand.
good actor.
It was an imaginary rolling going on
Improv,
in the middle of his palm.
just improv.
All right, Robo. You want to take it away and give us some songs from your end?
Yeah, let me give you some songs. But before I drop a song, I'm sure you've heard the news has broken that your friend, the World Cup winning star of Argentina is now 100%
Messi.
confirmed.
Yep.
He's leaving PSG.
He is.
But where is he going?
Saudi Arabia
That's
for $1 billion over
Has
2 years.
But that hasn't been confirmed yet, though.
By my sources.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was hoping that he goes to Chelsea.
Oh, come on, no, Robo.
I was hoping
No.
That's
he goes
just-
to Chelsea,
that's just-
Mason Mount goes to Man United, and that make my
cheap
day
shot, Robo.
more madness.
He and Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo ends up back somewhere else.
No.
That'd be
He's
The-
going to
the
be playing against
merry-go-round
Ronaldo
continues.
in Saudi Arabia, and the two of them have some big plans to get some major endorsements, and so that $1 billion signing is going to pale into insignificance when you look at the monies that he's going to make from endorsements. Future looks bright.
So the as I say, the merry-go-round and the madness continues because that was like main news on all the sports channels, and it was okay, he's leaving one madness. He has to take the circus somewhere else. But it's whose circus he's gonna land on. That's the amazing thing.
Now, we do have a guest that we'll be talking with any second now from the Jamaicans for Justice. As a matter of fact, we'll be speaking with the executive director, Mikel Jackson, momentarily. So the JFJ really has been providing support to victims and survivors of sexual violence and domestic abuse since 2020. Most of these victims have been women. The organization provides advice and representation to those affected by helping them secure protection and occupation orders from their abusers, as well as court companionship for women who were raped and severely beaten. According to what we're gleaning, the organization extends its legal support for correlated matters such as child custody, child and spousal maintenance, and even divorce. And the JFJ, through its Justice for Persons Experiencing Domestic Violence and so on, since 2020 they launched a series of initiatives that have helped primarily women to access justice. We're really, really happy for what they are doing in our society, and so we wanted to highlight some of those activities and also some of the plans that they have going forward. So joining us now is Mikhail Jackson, Executive Director for Jamaicans for Justice. Good morning, Mikhail.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me, and hello to your listeners as well.
Thank you very much. You're talking with Richie B. Shells is also here with me.
Greetings, Mikhail. Morning.
Morning.
All right. So again, we say congratulations on what you have been doing in our society. But can you sort of give us a little bit more insight as to what exactly you do and some of the initiatives that you're undertaking?
Thank you again so much. So, JFJ, for those who don't know, we have been around since 1999. Just a little bit of history. We had the gas riots of that time, where people were protesting the high taxation on gas, which would have impacted, for example, food prices, transportation, and so on. So JFJ was born out of that riot then. And since that time, the organization has evolved in ensuring that the rights of every Jamaican citizen, especially those who are in marginalized communities, those who are poor, can't afford the lawyers, those who perhaps would face abuse by the security forces in some of the inner city communities. And we also help children who are within the care of the state, children who come in conflict with the law. Mm-hmm. And in 2020, as you nicely outlined, Richie B, we broadened our work to support persons who are affected by sexual and domestic violence. So yes, that includes both men and women, but we also are guided by the prevalence of this unfortunate situation where women tend to be the ones who are impacted a little bit more. And unfortunately, based on our culture, our men do not necessarily feel comfortable to report. And that is something we want to encourage, to have men who are affected by violence also report those situations and circumstances. Mm-hmm. And JJ stand ready to support. So this art auction, it has been around since actually over a decade. And the proceeds have been in aid of the various work that we have been undertaking. And this particular year, we felt the need to ensure that those individuals who are affected by violence, JJ, we have the capacity to respond through our attorneys, through our paralegals, helping people with things such as bus fare to get to the office so that they can make their complaints, and our attorneys stand ready to support them.
Mm-hmm. All right. So how can the public then support this project? What do they need to do?
To support this initiative, persons can contact JFJ at 755-4524 or send us an email at admin, ADMIN, at Jamaicans with the S, FOR, justice.org. And this is a beautiful event for art lovers, by the way. It will be held at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. Mm-hmm. We start with cocktails for those who love the wine and, you know, the liquid and so on. You have your cocktail reception. We are getting some support from Uncork with various cheeses where you can enjoy, review the artwork that we have. We have over 80 pieces in our catalog with some top names: Carl Abraham, Ken Spencer, Alfonso Blake, really beautiful pieces, oil on canvas, and so on. So you can buy a ticket for $15,000. Mm-hmm. You can put together with a group of 10, and when you're purchasing a table of 10, it's $140,000. So you can join us at the Pegasus. If you are not able to buy the ticket before, you can show up and you can get your tickets at the door. And remember, the support here is for a good because but at the same time, you're having fun. You're looking at beautiful pieces, and entertainment will be provided by pianist and vocalist Mr. Harold Davis. So it's going to be a really good night.
Sounds really good. By the way, pieces, many of these pieces, will they be on sale?
On sale through bidding process. So
Okay.
have our starting prices, but you've bid away, and based on your affordability, we have pieces starting as low as I think $15,000 and going up to as high as $400,000. And we're going to be also bidding weekend for 2 passes, courtesy of G Jam Hotel in Portland. So if you like that rustic getaway, we have that. And we're going to be auctioning off, I should have said is the terminology, my apologies, a weekend for 2 at Jewel Paradise Cove. But drum roll here, we have, if you get a ticket, by the way, there is a gate price courtesy of the Sandals Hotel. So we extend our appreciation to Mr. Adam Stewart for his continuous support to JFJ in this regard. So the Sandals Hotel group is the weekend for 2 gate price. And we also have some raffle tickets on sale on the night of for various things such as a smartphone courtesy of Digicel and some nice dinner for 2, lunch for 2, Rock Hotel, the Courtyard Marriott, and some others.
Wow, Mikel. Wow, and well done. When does I tell you well done from now? Because the event.
I realize my voice gone because I've been talking. So sorry for having my voice on the airplane.
Yeah, man, it's all
Sounds okay.
It's
Don't worry
all
about
fine.
that.
It's all good. Now, speaking of challenges, because it's a challenge for you to speak right now, but definitely we appreciate it. But speaking of challenges, what are some of the biggest challenges organizations like JFJ face? When combating violence against women and children and women and girls in Jamaica.
Some of the challenges we face, and let me start even with the staff. Our staff receive some of the most horrific experiences. You have young mothers, 17 years old, calling, indicating that the child that they have was a result of rape, domestic violence, and they want support. So even the staff at JFJ, we have to be looking at mental support for the staff because the work is heavy. I can't say it any other way. So the staff, even at JFJ, they need therapy. That is the type of experiences that we are receiving from the general public. So one of the issues for people to even bring a complaint to JFJ, they can't find bus fare. They're also challenged by their own experiences. They need psychosocial support and counseling. So we have to be reaching out to psychologists, therapists. How can they help? You're talking about women and girls, but as I said, men as well. But in particular, the women and the girls, because the abuse is being meted out by their partner, they are calculating, do I stay or can I go? Because if I were to go, I don't have access to another house, someone who can take me and my child up. I don't have a work that is giving me adequate salary. So I'm staying in this abusive relationship because this is the only way I can feed my child. So where am I going to be going to? Where am I going to be getting support? And though we have the shelter from the government, sometimes accessibility and feasibility of leaving the home situation is not readily available. So that is the kind of calculation that people have to be taking. Stay in the relationship or perhaps not being able to feed my child. These are the circumstances facing people who are experiencing domestic violence here.
Well, thank you very much for all the information you shared. I want to just, in closing, Mikel, just remind the listeners, the Bridge Nation, that they can, in fact, provide some support through this upcoming dinner and art auction this coming Saturday, the 3rd of June. And I know that the net proceeds will be going specifically to benefit women and girls affected by violence. Am I right?
Yes, it includes men as well, but primarily women and girls. Richie B, Sheldon, if you would allow me to just make a plea. If you are unable, the listeners here, to make it to the auction, we are pleading that where you can lend some support to JFJ, call the office and I will share the banking information for a donation to be made.
All right.
And again, the office line is 755-4524.
755-4524.
Yes.
That's the number at the JFJ. This is really a wonderful initiative, and I hope that you get the necessary support that you can be of benefit to some 60. I was reading where you intend to support about 60 affected women and girls, and you said some men will benefit as well in terms of receiving legal support services through JFJ's attorneys. Well done, and good luck with this event and all your other projects. Thank you so much for talking with us this morning, Mikael.
Thank you so much to you both.
All right, and remember, you can call the offices and find out more how you can get you can give support. 876-755-4524 for the offices of the JFJ, Jamaicans for Justice. The executive director, Michael Jackson, was our guest. If I said to you that I'd be talking to Andrew Reid, you'd ask me, who are you talking about? But if I said Nitty Kochi is in the building, you know who that is.
Yeah, you mean.
Well, go on, Kochi. Morning, sir.
I tell you, I 75 years behind of this.
No, it's not that long. Remember, we just not in studio. Remember, we all a chat there when they entered the festival song competition. Otherwise, Shells, in all seriousness, it would have been about 75 years.
Yeah, man, God, the money in general, you know, I always watch the money, you know. The money always set the pattern, the money always a clean man, them too, you know. And I step out them jackets, sit down.
Oh.
You understand? It's a Richie, man, you understand? Them and I set the bar, raise the bar.
Yeah, man.
You don't know.
Kochi,
Yeah,
I'm happy with what is going on with your career. There was a time when there seemed to have been some people might say dormancy, although you were putting in the work.
Yeah.
But now the work is being put out and they're connecting, which is what I find to be a little different right now, because everything a shot.
We start pre-order.
Yeah.
And so when you start pre-order, it's like your prayer start answer.
Yeah, man.
Quicker then. You know what I mean? So I put it away because me say I love the Almighty God, and without the Almighty God we are nothing at all. Seeing? And my sound away, but it's just the truth. You know what I mean? And I just gotta help me. Seeing, you understand? So I'm like Richie Stevenson in my life. Your namesake. You know what I mean?
Big up Richie.
You know what I mean? And them man come do the festival, them say, one man him just get up and say, you know, so God tell him to call you.
Yeah.
And I say, I lie. I say, come out of the studio now. I'm going to enter the festival now. You wanted that? I say, Richie, anything else, man. And play the song. So you like it? I say, yeah, man. One go. We're going to the studio at the same time, bam. And it in. And I understand, becomes a third place winner, but
top three.
I am first in my heart. And my mind, you know what I mean? Because you have to believe in you. Seeing, I know say, you make it work. Seeing, so give thanks to the Almighty God when I wake up a morning time, because the best thing we have are you. And I understand, and from there on, him start do something and start work. And him produce this too. No man, again.
Yeah, man. And thank you for the big bad double you sent on for that tune here. Big tune. So
that's I do good.
Yeah, and it's not just you're getting collaborations. I see a big one with Buju Banton that came out recently, also produced by Richie. Yeah. Buju is your brethren. Was that difficult to get that collaboration?
You don't know how him stay already. He will spin it, but you know what I mean. But it's if I love you and check for you, he will make it work. I'm never for love if I give you nothing.
Yeah.
And I mean, because I giving man to understand. Everybody have them ways and everybody have them attitude now and then. But it's like I know you have to know how and when and where. You know what I mean? So the first thing I said to him said, I would have read him there. What the song there? I want to make him hear the song. The song nice, and we are do it for. Because you know, I'm going to give up my voice just so. You know what I mean? But I say, I'm not give you the voice. I have a friend I help out, and me I do something for. And I'm going to the studio. They don't fear me, but I'm going to the studio, and I'm going to the studio, and sit down. And I'm listening to the song, and I'm listening to the song, and I'm listening to the song, and I'm saying, yo, give me the microphone and give me the earphone. And set up on a one take too.
One take?
Him just going down and say, yo, him just start talking something, the man just attack and ease up. One guy is like, I gotta work in everybody.
Hold on, look away the tune and connect where I said with the tune I said. Yes, Kochi.
Yeah.
That one I connect. Bojo, big up yourself anyway there.
Well, I'm in there right now. I'm going to studio exercise.
All right.
I'm finished exercise and I'll carry mine and that we have to do, you know.
Yeah, keep
Put
fit.
in a 5 hour out of exercise and just keep yourself going.
Seeing.
You know what I mean? Because that is important, you know.
Yeah, man.
Prior exercise, believing in the Almighty God, it works.
You speak a lot about belief in the Almighty, and that carries you through. Recently, you had the unfortunate experience, like all of us, of accepting the fact that a former member of the Scare Them crew, Boom Dynamite, passed.
Yeah.
It must be a difficult time for all of you as group members.
Man, in a family that seeing, because you see, when you see a man more than you see a real brother, he becomes a brother, you know. And I understand, because them say blood thicker than water, but when you drink when you're thirsty. You know what I mean? So we have to just try to do the right thing and support him family and support every movement, you know what I mean, to make it work. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, I'm gone but not forgotten, because you don't know, say, sometime, because look how the Queen important. I have not talk about her now, they remember so she did dead. You know what I mean? So you have to just try, if you live, try stay on top of the earth and try to do the right thing. And the only way you can survive right now with the Almighty God, we don't see no other way. Me not see no other way. And I understand, I don't know if next man see other way. I don't know if him see millions, I don't know if him see pretty house, and him see whole heap of cars and whole heap of girls, but I see God. Because I realize no. Say other way that. There's no other way. And I understand, so we have to choose the right way. Because every man have a choice. And just make the right choice. And that way I try the right now. And then I try, I do it. You know what I mean? So
Powerful, Nitty.
No, Coach, you know, you're going to be a part of the boombox segment at Reggae Sumfest.
Yes.
You know, it's a good look.
Yeah.
Just speaking on the whole vibes with Boom Dynamite. I know you can't let out too much secrets, but will there be any special tribute to the general during that
we
performance?
have to do that.
Yeah.
It's a must with that, because he was a part of the performance too.
Yeah.
I know that he passed, we have to just do something special for him. You know what I mean? Because that is important when you can remember your friend and always have something special in your heart for him at all times. Whether I'm gone, I'm with you right now. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's the most important thing right now. So if you always remember people were important in your life at all times.
There's a lot of anticipation for that boombox segment. People like yourself, Harry Toddler,
Tony Curtis,
right.
Jixie King, and Mega Banton, and done.
All the artists in that
them
segment.
do it in our Jammins way, to attribute to Jammins. Admiral and I think Josie Wheel and a couple
Stitchy
more.
and Leroy Gibbons, Pinchers, a bag of artists, right? But how are things gelling in terms of whether the rehearsals or
we don't start
the
rehearsals,
plans? Yeah, working out the plans in terms of the rhythms.
As artists now have come together and work out a plan.
Okay.
Seeing and work out a sensible plan where it work for the people, because we are good for the people.
Seeing.
Understand? So we have to do somewhere where the people then feel comfortable listening to. You know what I mean? Just like with the England, what they mean, Toddler and Lexus, and we do a 90s segment, and the people them enjoy that.
I saw some of the videos, Brethren.
So something like that we need to do right now. Just make the people them remember where we are come from, so we can know where we go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I asked the question because I happen to know that last year when the tribute to Dave Kelly was being done, there were one or two little moments when, because ideally artists will have to put the ego behind and just work together. And then the choice of songs and where they were placed, that was also something that was a little challenging to work through.
Because some of the songs we have some trouble tonight. So when I went trouble right, I said, yeah, we may have fire back with. And think I'm going to look stupid on stage. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's still, because some more time now when we go on stage, we have to push all them things their side and just know say we're going to do it for the people. You know what I mean? Just be a people person and just don't go there with the ego and go there to please yourself. See, in our sense, you know, say, you come first, and you know what I mean, you have to believe in you, but when you go up on a stage, it's different. You know what I mean? Just like when you're up on the radio, you know, it's different. See, you have to feel the people that with the right things, good energy. You understand? So that's why I have to pay my current bill, so I have the right energy.
with the amount of material that you're putting out right now, and they're well paced as well, you know, flood the market. But I get the feeling that these are products that are building out a bigger project. Am I correct, Nitty?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that.
Because it's like a Richie's team just sit down and just say, all right, every man has your love sleep, every man has your lazy. Seeing? But no man give no work for them. Seeing? If you don't give a man no work for them, you're so lazy. Understand? So now him start, give me something for do. I'm start, do it. And it started happen. See, and I give thanks to the people that will accept it and I listen to me and start to the changes and also, yo, may I try my utmost best to be a better person, a better version of myself each and every day.
Great.
You understand? So Richie Stevenson now just starts to say, all right, sing upon this. Just like that rhythm there. A while ago, him call me, I come to him, say, and I'm going to bridge me again and go check her and Richie, you know. And I'm going to say, you're being my advice on the rhythm too, you know, because the rhythm just becomes something where it did build for you, but now it becomes a family. See, and I know how you feel now. I said, no, I love that because I understand and know him say, boy, last night being him and killer, them a drink out of one backland, them a whole a vibe and me love that and it's like me feel good in myself, you know, say me put them on a rhythm and the energy there, I gel them back together and make it alright because if I'm on apart, seeing when we should have that together, it don't feel good. It don't look good neither.
No. Greater can be achieved with unity.
Yeah. So that is a man now in my Wakai, in my same Wakai music. So that means say the place bush up, so we are Wakai.
True.
The best thing we can in the music. And I mean, if you have the power of the Almighty God behind you, I don't think you're going to be a loser.
You're also showing off your versatility. I remember there's a song called Happy Life, which is kind of an Afrobeat kind of vibe.
Yes.
And you shut up that quick and
yes,
quick
and
and
do a video
fast.
behind it because that was the song that I did after the festival competition.
See.
You know what I mean?
Happy Life.
Which I say, you know, we're going to just shoot a video and we want the festival song just come out on us. So we just want to do something now for uplift it. So the best thing for uplift yourself is happiness.
True.
So we come up with the idea now. Then him come up with the idea, say, yo, I think happy life would have been nice, you know. We're living a happy life, no drama. We're living a stress-free life. Oh yeah. Who don't want to live a happy life? Who don't want to live a stress-free life?
Connect, right
You
away.
want to live that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Singing runs in the family, Nitty? Like daddy, mommy? No?
Me always listen to my mother when she wash the clothes on one time. She always sing gospel song. It's like she would have then I wash the clothes. I mean, if I dirt them in the clothes, makes she find the song them. So, see, but like she did say, real, guys, so real. And beat and she channel to a different one and she go on to the next one and she just do them. Some more time you sit down there man time because mother a Christian, you know. Sister a Christian, mother a Christian.
Yeah.
So I just the man who just stand up for the family and say me a gangster. And I understand me I tough like Turkle back man. Sorry. So I just my mother me always listen, but she's not like a pro. She's just like a church singer where she just knows she knock her tambourine and do her thing.
Yeah, man.
You understand? So
well, I'm sure everybody's proud.
She me feed off because one time things go bad. Remember one time when things go bad and Wolper man I say, yo, things happen to me and she say, Andrew, go in her room and lock up and pray. You know about kneel down on kneel down on your knee and pray. God will change things. And him did change it.
You know, Coach, me want to ask this, because you don't know me I see a vibes in a dancer with enough artists when them at the interview and thing, it seemed like it's easier for them to say, oh, God in my life in an interview, but when it comes to the music, it's like them a shy from it.
It's like your word different from your action.
Yeah,
Actions speak louder than words.
Is it at the dancer make it stays? Is it possible for kind of rep Christ out of the music and in the music like what you do? Easy. Is it easy?
It's easy for some man because to each his own.
Yeah.
I understand. But you see, you have to know what you want to believe in and I know say, yo, I not fake it. I understand because someone say, yo, to make it you have to fake it. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
To make it you have to make it. You understand? You don't have to fake none to make it because if you fake it fake.
Yeah.
You understand? So some man really are fake still, you know. For real, you know, because just like how some people are listening to me right now and say, all them are fake too. You understand? But it's up to him. You understand? And it's up to me. It's up to me if don't be a fake. It's up to him to find out if me is a fake. You understand? So you see right now, in the dance hall, where a man going there and say, boy, I got to do everything for me, you know. And I got this and I got rare, you know. At the end of the day, him still want to kill somebody. Him still want to hang somebody. Him still want to murder somebody. You understand? Him still say, yo, him said the worst thing them. Right now, I'm not say the worst thing about myself neither. It's a spell. You have to watch how you put the spell upon yourself.
Yeah.
You understand? Because me know when you talk to the first girl, you tell yourself, say, I like the girl and I want her in my life, and then it happened.
Yeah.
So you speak it into
being.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand? So why
Positive
now,
energy.
So why now you start speak be wrong? I'm gonna say, what go on now, man? Boy, nothing now go on. I'm broke, you know. You come like, boy, you're hungry. They start take over in a star already. Then all of a sudden, hungry. They start take over and broke start take over. What go on now, man? Everything I go on right now. Wake up.
Yeah, man.
You
Yeah.
understand?
You're
And
alive.
God in my life.
Yeah.
Understand? Because if you don't have God in your life, I don't think you'll wake up because I'm supposed to wake up everybody.
It's true.
Understand? I think the
Powerful.
devil will wake up nobody.
Coach, listen, man, it's great having you here with us this morning, Rolling a Reason. We have a feature coming up, but listen, what you're into social media big time? You have a handles?
Coachy.
Nitty_coachy.
I learn about the phone thing because I get new phone and new something. Remember me have to new my brain too.
Oh, you mean?
See, because we are the vintage. See, so we have to keep the thing active.
Yeah, man.
Understand? So at that now, so I give thanks for I in a building of this man and thing. We give thanks to the world and them for know say yo. Wanna consider me.
Yeah, man.
Coach,
because we rate you like that, and we
Yeah,
love
man,
what is
don't know,
happening.
so.
Because as I said, there's a period of almost dormancy in terms of the music per se, but now we are getting music of the highest quality
Yes,
with fairly
and
decent
we are asked
regularity.
all the artists them to start do them thing here.
Yeah, man.
We are asked all the artists them we have a voice in this to start power up, charge up and start do the right thing. See and start sing the right song them start do the we know say sometimes we go down we go out of line sometimes because we're not perfect. See now our action our words not perfect. You understand? But we have to try with
But don't dwell there, sir.
for perfect ourselves.
Yeah.
To make people start look up to it.
Yes.
See now start give it the honor what we're supposed to get. More than start talk negative. You can't stop a man from talking negative things about you, you know. See, but you know, if you act in the way how a man talk about you. You understand? Just act right to make it work for you. You understand? If you know say you're a family man, take care of your family them.
Yeah.
If you know say you're supposed to take care of your wife, take care of your wife.
Yeah, man.
See, you're not supposed to beat her down, you're supposed to don't make the youth them eat, you're not supposed to don't do this.
Yeah.
You understand? Do the right thing. See?
Hey, Shells, Adam, positive energy that we're learning in the morning. Not true?
Man, which is right.
Coach, give thanks, my brethren. Bless up yourself.
man.
Good to see you. And we know that you're going to tear down Reggae Sumfest in the Boombox segment with the other
Dynamite
artists.
family, the man.
Yeah, man.
You don't know Freddie McGrath speedy recovery and
Yeah.
you know every man where I go through a little fears they don't know.
Give
Just put
thanks.
God in the forefront of your life and it will work.
It will.
Some people are praying and say, boy, I know how long me I pray no work, but just pray see him, you don't stop.
But them say pray without ceasing.